Alright, you are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. And fucking John Dore fucked me over again today. That's right, John Dore. I'm not talking about the famous comedian John Dore in the US. I'm not talking about Jimmy Dore either, the political commentator. I'm talking about John Dore, the fucking chef moonlighting as a comedian who did a gig in front of 6 people last week. That John Dore fucked me over. So I told the story yesterday about how I went down to the studio to record my other podcast, The Oppression Chamber, with John Dore, and I got caught in traffic. I ended up being about 20-30 minutes late, and by the time I got there, he had left. And I understood that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have been late a lot. So we rescheduled. I said, let's do it at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll get an episode out. We'll get a roll happening. And one of my other mates wanted me to drive him to the mechanics fucking out that way as well. And I wasn't going to do it, but I thought, fuck it. I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. 3 birds, actually. Hang out with my mate who I haven't seen for a while, so I don't have to go see him again. Take him to the mechanic, do him a favor so I can call in a favor at another time. And then on the way back, do the podcast. A very productive day. So I drop my mate off at the mechanics, and I go straight to the studio. And on the GPS, it says 9:58. I'll arrive at 9:58, and that was sweet. Everything went smoothly. I get to the road, the fucking road the studio is on, and I'm about 150 meters away from the fucking studio. And just as I'm coming up towards the turn into the studio, a train comes, and the train barriers come down. So I'm waiting for this fucking train to come, and it's taking a while. And I'm watching the clock because I didn't want to be late, and the train isn't coming for some fucking reason, and the clock's ticking over. It goes 58, 59, 10 o'clock, 10:01, 10:02. And I'm like, fuck, I better message Dore just in case he chucks one of his fucking hissy fits. And I sent him a message saying, I'm here. I'm just waiting for the train to come. The barriers are down. And as I sent it, the barriers started coming up. I drive to the studio. I pull in. It's 10:03. I check my messages, and Dawes sent me a message back saying, I just left the studio. You're late. And I honestly thought he was joking. I'm like, ha, ha, ha. And then there was no reply. I'm like, are you fucking serious? He's like, yeah. Figure out how to get there the time you say you will. And I'm like, you fucking cunt. You fucking Jim Carrey looking cunt. And I remain calm. I'm like, fuck the podcast. Fuck this studio. Fuck you. I'm not doing it anymore. It can all go get fucked. I'll pay you the $90 for last week. Get rid of the fucking studio. It's fucking over. I'm like, I got here at 10:03. It was really fucking 10:02. It was 10:02 and 30 seconds. That's how late I was. And he'd gone. He waited till exactly 10 and 1 second and left. And he's like, yeah, you're late. 10:03 is not 10 o'clock. I'm like, this isn't a fucking job. We're not at NASA. We're doing a podcast where the main theme of the fucking podcast is we say the N-word a lot. Who the fuck thinks 10:03 is late? I could understand if it was 10:05. If it was 10:05, I would have completely understood. 10:05 is late. Even if you've got a job and you walk in at 9:03 and your boss fucking hates you and he wants to find a reason to get rid of you, he still wouldn't even say anything. He'd be like, all right, you made it on time. It's 9:03. That's fine. What kind of fucking move is that? I don't know anyone who would make that fucking move. Like, seriously, he's not like fucking, what's his name out of that stupid fucking Scorsese movie, The Irishman. He's not fucking Jimmy Hoffa out of The Irishman. If you're 1 minute late, you're out. You're not the fucking leader of the labor movement. You're a single chef with nothing to do on the weekend besides the podcast. And who can't kill time anymore if someone's late? You've got a fucking phone in your hand. 4 hours goes in the fucking blink of an eye when you're scrolling. And what are you doing? The amount of pieces I need to move around, I'm like a fucking chess grandmaster just to get to the fucking podcast. I need to move around that many fucking moving pieces. And John Dore, what does he need to do? He needs to push back leg day or fucking chest day half an hour. I'm not saying my time is more valuable than his, but yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. My time is more valuable than yours, John Dore, you fucking idiot. And over the last 2 days, I was 32 minutes in total late, and you wasted 4.5 hours of my fucking time. And I will be sending you this fucking podcast, and you listen, cunt. And another thing I found out today when I was dropping my mate to the fucking mechanic, he pointed out I'm starting to turn yellow or orange. I'm turning orange. My hands have an orange tinge to it, and my feet have an orange tinge to it, and my skin is starting to look orange. And I thought it was just because I got 10 minutes of sun last week. And then I worked out it's because I'm eating so many carrots and so much pumpkin. When you eat 5 carrots and a kilo of pumpkin every day, you start turning orange. And I've been doing that for well over a month now because I'm a fucking addict no matter what it is. I can't even fucking moderate carrots and pumpkin. I eat so much I start turning orange. I knew it was real, but I never thought it would happen to me. I never thought I'd be in the position where I was eating so many carrots and so much pumpkin that I'd have to be concerned about turning orange. But that's where I'm at in life. Now I need to regulate my fucking pumpkin intake. Does it ever end? Where does it end? Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm done for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, share it around. Listen to the fucking Oppression Chamber because that might be the last fucking chance you ever get to hear it. Alright, see you the fuck later.